There have been various sweeping changes to more Syndicate gear. We're going to cover them and save our criticism towards the end to hopefully make things more constructive overall. The flashbang in the explosive category was removed entirely. The reason cited for that is no one really purchased it, and enemies you would use it against normally have flash protection like security and the captain. The explosive grenade and the cluster grenade are also just completely removed from the uplink, cited as they are just C4 that kill people. Usefulness is overshadowed by the shrapnel incendiary grenades, and it isn't good at destroying machinery, so they saw there was no place for it, and even if it was buffed, they still decided to remove it. The grenade penguin has been reduced to 4 telecrystals, so you can buy your own entire grenade penguin family, maybe rehome them. The electrical disruptor kit bundle is just entirely removed as well. That was the one that had the EMP grenades, and I believe also an implant in it. EMP grenades have been changed to where they just explode on impact when you throw them. The reason for that was cited that it was hard to cook them properly, making them less effective. And I mean, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm trying to say my opinions towards the end. I think making them impact grenade though is just a more unique function anyway. I could just show it real quick, but yeah, you just literally throw it, and as soon as it hits the ground, it goes off, and it still has like the same huge radius that it did before, so you can really mess up some electrical equipment. And finally, the last thing that was affected in the explosive category, this one's really hard to show, but the Syndicate bomb has had its range reduced by quite a bit, but its destructive power was increased, meaning that if you're trying to defuse this with only like a lightly armored bomb kit, bomb armor, you're going to gib. So it's better at removing targets, but it's going to be harder to just completely level entire departments with it. I'll post a screenshot from the PR itself showing the new damage of it. It's honestly more akin to a power sink now, which maybe that's a sign that the power sink itself should be buffed to maybe do what the Syndicate bomb used to do, give it a larger range, because it's way easier to get rid of a power sink, but that's also off topic. But that's pretty much it for the explosive category. Next is the larger PR with significantly more happening. The Slippocalypse Cluster Soap has been reduced to 1 telecrystal. Cluster Bananas have also been reduced down to 1 telecrystal, so just making them more slippery, less like lethal items, lower cost is part of this. More things on the grenade category. The White Hole Grenade is gone. The Explosive Banana Peel is gone. And the Necronomicon and Super Surplus are also gone. We're just going to cover the removal. The Super Surplus is interesting to see gone. Also, if we scroll through here, we can see that there's actually free things in the pointless category, which I ain't going to argue with free. I like free. The Super Surplus was something that you saw, honestly, like quite a lot. The PR reason for it being removed specifically was that it encouraged syndicates to work together, and I mean, I'll just read it exactly as it was. This item was initially added with the intention to make traders kill each other for the TC for big rewards. That never happened, and current trader designs are moved away from items that rely on other traders existing. So I think what's being missed here entirely was that back in the day when the Super Surplus was a thing, like added, traders couldn't lock their uplinks, and only other traders could see uplinks. So when this was originally added, it was very easy to kill syndicates and take their TC. I did it all the time. I would play a doctor and just check people's PDAs and see if they're a syndicate and take the TC for myself and buy myself a Super Surplus. I didn't work with other traders to get it, but after they made it so you can lock uplinks, it did require luck that a syndicate player just for some reason didn't lock their uplink or working together. But when it's a situation that they're saying they don't want it to rely on other traders existing, but shouldn't that also like mean that things like the L6 bundle should be removed, because there's no way to purchase this without another syndicate? So I'm not. I said I'll save the criticism for the end, but I don't see or follow what the design philosophy here is, because there's already like the L6 cannot be bought without another syndicate unless it's on sale, but that hardly counts because that's just luck too. Anyways, we'll move on. The anti-mov board has also been replaced with the Cindy law board. This is, let me just find it in here. This is, let me just type in law board. The Cindy law board is a subversive law set which lets the AI turn to your side. So basically, anti-mob is gone, but this makes it easier for the AI to work with the people they're supposed to. So it's kind of, that's a fair one, honestly. Any time people are anti-mobbing it, they kind of just want chaos anyway. So it still does that as well. The deployable turret was actually reduced to 4 telecrystals. I very much like this one. The turret was it's not that strong. It's very easy to counter, and now that you can buy 5 of them, I'm all for it. The camera bug is down to 2 telecrystals. I feel like you honestly could have made this thing free. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone ever use it, but 2 telecrystals is still just, I mean, it's a discount. The Martyr Cyber bundle has been changed. It's the same cost, but they glow red now, so it's a little more obvious when they're trying to suicide bomb your ass. The Singularity Beacon was also removed. This was specifically more so for Wisden, where it basically just encouraged people to get banned for the rules. It's been moved to the Nuki uplink, so it's not removed, but there's no longer normal crew going to have it. I guess if you have Die a Glorious Death, you're going to have to come up with something a little bit more creative. The Uplink Implanter has had its cost reduced to a singular telecrystal. I really like this. I buy this every single time because having to manage a PDA is just annoying. I still wish we would have the ability to just pick where our uplinks go at round start like 13 does, but I digress. Still a buff to this item. The DNA Scrambler has had its cost reduced to 3 telecrystals. Cited as the reason that it's really easy to find scrambled people was why they reduced the price, but I'm all for stealth items being cheaper. The Freedom Implanter has been reduced significantly in cost, down to 2 telecrystal. I'm really surprised they didn't reduce the usage of it, because the Freedom Implanter is basically a security gets a free chance to kill someone. As soon as you see somebody break cuffs, you just get to shoot them. If this was changed down to only having 1 use and 2 telecrystal, it would save the life of the trader, because then security still wouldn't have a really justified reason to shoot somebody to death. But as of right now, you know that you can't detain them, so you just have to kill them. So, I mean, reduced cost is always good. I like Syndicate items being strong. The Scram Implanter also was re-nerfed back away from 100 tiles. It's now back down to 15. I think that kind of moves it back into, it's like just a very niche item. But anyways, the Dehydrated Carp has been reduced back down to 1 telecrystal. The days of the infinite carp horde is 20 telecrystals is a lot of carp. Like, if you go all in on this, you could kill a lot of people. Like, I've bought 10 of these things before and gone on a rampage. Buying 20 is awesome. And remember, the carp hard suit also got buffed to be cheaper last time. So, like, in case you accidentally forget to pet one or something, you could just be the master of the carp. I'm all for it, though, honestly. I love carp. The reinforcement telecrystal, or the reinforcement purchase, whatever the hell am I trying to say? The reinforcement dude, the person you buy, where is it? Maybe I should learn to spell. Yeah, there are 11 telecrystals now. I really like this as well, because it is going to allow more ghost rolls for cheaper. Reinforcements can do very good things. The reason why they decreased the price on this was because the names are a heavy burden. Totally fair. The Hollow Parasite also, interestingly, has had a slight cost reduction. I have seen Hollow Parasites throughout the years go on insane rampages, but reduced cost, always good for me. The Necronomicon, as I mentioned earlier, was removed. It's cited that they're just dogs that are basically syndicates, which don't explode and can respawn. They're extremely weak and rely on flavor alone. It's a whole paragraph for this. They're saying that it could possibly be reintroduced later with a stronger design and not spammable, but I find it interesting the Necronomicon was removed, but Carp were made cheaper when the Necronomicon was just significantly stronger Carp that could be player controlled. So it's a loss of a ghost roll, and there was always really funny roleplay potential there. The fake revolver cap gun has also been reduced down to the same price as a Viper. So it's now cheaper for that as well. The explosive banana peel is fully removed as well. I think I mentioned that. The explosive cluster banana is down to 5 telecrystal. The experimental chimp is now just named a normal chimp, which is great, which makes it a lot easier to actually like use it. The Syndicate cube box that comes with like the random creatures was also reduced to 4 telecrystals, so it's a chef equivalent of a deployable turret. The combat bakery kit, now instead of having the machine board in it, now just has the microwave flat pack, so you can use this as a weapon easier on the go. You can literally just multi-tool it, then unwrench it, and then you have a pretty solid weapon on the fly without having to build it, so that's pretty cool as well. Syndicate snack boxes can now have pythons in them, so they're removed, but can be there's a little bit of a tease that you can maybe get one again in the future if you're not a botanist. So that's somewhat removed. And potentially the last thing really to cover out of all of this, unless I missed something, is interestingly, they decided to make the rigged boxing gloves purchasable for anyone. So what I find interesting here is that these do a 8 stamina damage, which is really low. The Fist of the North Star themselves, which are cheaper by the way and do significantly more damage, actually do just slightly less, but since they attack faster and yeah, I guess they give you away. These do just look like normal boxing gloves and are easier to stealth through, but you're spending 2 more Telecrystal for an item that doesn't stun as well and doesn't do nearly as much damage. The potential is there for like some stealth gimmicks, and since I guess like the boxer was removed, it makes sense to move it outside. I mean, passengers could buy it. Anyways, still, of course, please thank the maintainers and contributors. These are people who are volunteering their time to make the game better. Even if you don't agree with it, they're doing it out of the love of their passion for the game. It's not just like they're not doing it because they don't like you. Everyone has their own opinions. Everyone has their own vision for the game. That's very difficult for an open source game for everyone to have everyone their own opinions and make everyone happy. It just can't be done. And thank you for watching.